A Quality of Life by Rochelle Sumlin. In October 2004, NBC debuted a new reality TV show titled The Biggest Loser. The show chronicled the daily struggles of morbidly obese individuals struggling to change their lives by losing insane amounts of weight through diet and exercise. In the end, the individual who survived the different tests and lost the most weight won a large sum of money and the title The Biggest Loser. As entertaining as it was to watch the show, it also brought to life the deadly epidemic that has plagued our nation, obesity. The people in our nation are dying a slow and painful death. With the average life expectancy in the United States at 77.9 years, even though we are living longer, our quality of life has drastically decreased. There are more people dying from chronic diseases such as heart disease and type 2 diabetes than there are from infectious diseases. The source of many of our health issues are a lack of adequate diet and nutrition. Now, according to the article, What Causes Obesity? Some people carry a predisposition for obesity. The Center for Disease and Control Prevention labeled this as a thrifty genotype hypothesis. This basically states that our ancestors had to store fat in order to survive the harsh climates and changes in reliable food sources. Those same genes that helped our ancestors survive are the same ones that are now killing us slowly. Now, because of these genes, the CDC states that they may have diminished our ability to use those dietary fats as energy and enlarge our capacity to store the body fat. Now, on May 26th of this year, the New York posted an article about 29-year-old Ryan O'Connor. And he has stated that he would use food as a way to eat his feelings. He battled with food addiction for most of his life. Now, according to Food Addicts Anonymous, many people who suffer from food addictions are not only just obese, but they are also suffering from depression, they're socially withdrawn, and many times they are suicidal. And like many addictions, those who suffer from food addictions, they often need help because they can't stop themselves and they need support. Now, the financial and physical effects of obesity are also great. According to the Food Stamp Nutrition Education, Promoting Healthy Eating, in 2003, Medicare spending attributed to obesity went up to 37%. The public paid $39 billion, which is about $175 per taxpayer, through Medicare and Medicaid for obesity-linked diseases. In a wellness way of life, $76 billion a year go directly to medical costs that are associated with the inactivity of adults. And of that, 75% of medical care dollars are also spent on preventable diseases. According to the article Obesity Rates by Country, in 2005, the United States had the highest obesity rates in the world at a staggering 30.6%. Doing the math, that is about 3 out of every 10 persons in our country are obese. And when you look at those numbers, they are scary. Obesity is also linked to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke, along with hypertension, which is also high blood pressure. Now, in order to stop obesity, we must properly educate ourselves about the importance of good nutrition, exercise, and also to find proper outlets to deal with deeper and emotional issues. We have to say no to fast food and processed food and say yes to good old-fashioned home cooking, using fresh, homegrown ingredients and staying away from processed and unnatural foods. Also, another way to incorporate good health in our lives is to add daily exercise into our routines. Nowadays, with two-parent households that are both working and the children are in school and you have people that are busy, it's hard to add that exercise, but it's very important. Also, turning off our televisions and computers and just going outside and just enjoying the outdoors will also help to encourage good health in our lives. And if you're having problems, either emotional or you just need someone to talk to, if you can't find anyone to speak to, it's also good to go find professional counseling or professional help who will help you to deal with the feelings that you are dealing with in a more proper and good way instead of turning to food or to other harmful instances. Even though obesity has plagued our society, it does not mean that it has to stay that way. As with preventable diseases, obesity can be prevented, treated, and often cured. For many, the battle with obesity will last a lifetime, but with good support and self-discipline, you do not have to go through this alone. Now, in order to effectively conquer obesity, though, we have to change our bad ways. This does not mean giving up good food or giving up a good life. It just means making better choices, choosing better foods, adding exercise, walking instead of taking the elevator. Doing the smallest simple things, because even the smallest changes in our lives can positively affect us forever.